We got to cheers.
Of course, darling. Cheers.
Cheers. To amongst the first podcast episodes.
Yes, yes.
And I'm so happy to have you here.
Girl, please. Save it for the camera.
Okay, I will save it for the camera. Alrighty. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Motion Capture Podcast, where we are capturing the motion of your favorite creatives, diving into the culture behind the craft in your communities. So today with us, we have Meggie Cherilus. And I am your host, Alexis Sierra, actor, filmmaker, entrepreneur, do a lot of things in this industry. And that's kind of what this podcast is about, sharing what we do in this industry and how us behind the camera makes us on the camera.
Yes, I love that.
So, Meggie,
yes,
you are an actress.
I am.
You are a filmmaker.
I am.
You are a comedian.
I am. I do all those things and more.
Is there anything else that you'd like to share that you do?
Of course. Amongst all those things, actor, producer, writer, comedian, I'm also an intimacy coordinator. And those of you that don't know what an intimacy coordinator is, it's basically someone that choreographs all the intimate moments. And by intimate moments, we mean spicy scenes, kissing, hugging, groping, sexual stimulated acts. I choreograph all that on camera. So a lot of people think that, they just go up in front of the camera and they're like, okay, act like you're doing it. And then they just do it. But no, it's like, just like stunt coordinators, I'm a coordinator, an intimacy coordinator. I'm also a massage therapist, esthetician, bad bitch. I don't know. Can we yes, bad bitch. Yes, all the above. Lover of the arts and everything around it.
Wonderful.
Cool.
I'm so glad to have you on the podcast. Thanks for sharing a little bit about yourself. You do quite a bit in this industry. So I kind of want to delve into intimacy coordinating.
Yeah.
There's not a huge community for intimacy coordinators down here where we're based in South Florida.
Yes.
What is that like?
That is something very true that you said. There's not a lot of intimacy coordinator in general in the industry, right? If I can quote this correctly, but SAG just basically put us in a union. So basically we get healthcare benefits, all that. And that was as of yesterday.
Wow.
We would definitely have to go back and fact check that, but I saw it on Instagram. It's been approved. The laws were written, and now we are part of IATSE, if I'm not mistaken. Please don't come for me because I'm just seeing what we're seeing on the internet.
That's an incredible breakthrough.
And as far as, what is the work like as an intimacy coordinator in South Florida? In my experiences, a lot of directors see themselves as intimacy coordinators. So you can imagine if you're an actor, if you're just starting out and then there's a sex scene and then you're like, okay, you have to have sex with this guy and we're going to do 7 takes of it. And there's no rehearsal, there's no barriers.
And obviously that's not like going against, someone as a director who feels that they could take that on. It's not really like stylistically, this is wrong. It's more like the director is, in a sense, I guess, biting off more than they can chew. Like there should be, just how there's a department head for everything, there also is a department head for intimacy.
Absolutely, because the director wouldn't tell somebody to do a stunt and the stunt is jumping across the building.
Without it at least being done or practiced
by
or
a professional,
by a coordinator first.
But like I said, the industry in South Florida, we hustle culture. We're the hustles. We're going to make it happen by any means necessary.
Yeah.
And when we make that happen by any means necessary, we cut corners.
Yeah, and when you cut corners, people get hurt.
And when you cut corners, people get hurt. I was lucky enough to be on a very brilliant project, and you were on it too. I'm talking about Carnations. You actually brought me on as the intimacy coordinator, which was so beautiful. Yeah. And the story is an LGBTQI friendly story. It's a love story about 2 young men meeting. And of course, if it's a love story, then there will be kissing. There will be sexually implied moments. There will be sexually suggestive images or moments. And I was very honored to be a part of that because it let me exercise my craft.
Yeah.
I haven't been doing intimacy coordinator for long. You can say I've been doing it for about a year. And within the year, I've been on 6 projects. And out of the 6 projects, Carnations was one of my favorite projects to work on. Not only because of the director, Ty, shout out to Ty. We work collaboratively with the actors, the director, and when we're choreographing sex scenes, you're not involving the entire crew.
Yeah.
You don't need to involve the entire crew. But if the director has a vision that he wants to execute, we work together to execute it.
Yes.
And that's 3 parts, the actor, director, and me.
Yes.
And that was just a beautiful experience, and I was so proud of that. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah, that's gonna be a really beautiful project, Carnations. Hopefully to be released in 2026. I actually did end up getting a co-director credit on that. So that was pretty cool. Tyrese is a very good friend of mine. We've made multiple projects with the True Vibe Pictures gang.
Yes.
We'll have them on one of the podcasts soon. So we're not going to make that about True Vibe.
No. Yeah.
But like they're a really great team, and I'm just very honored, like you said, to be working on beautiful projects like that, and to be able to bring on my people, be able to bring on my sister, how
nepotism at its finest, baby.
How great is it to though
Yeah.
be able to like work with your family and like work with your friends, work with the community down here, because it's the people that we know need it.
Yes, it's the people that we know, it's the people we already trust, and we're bringing on people that don't know us.
Yeah.
So if the people, and when I say that, I mean the actors, right? The actors, the external crew. If they don't know us and they're coming into an environment where everybody's just like loving and supportive, and there's no side arguments, or people be on set all the time and all kind of crazy stuff be happening.
Yeah.
But there was nothing crazy that happened.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of collaborating within your community.
Yeah. Yeah, it's truly beautiful. It's truly like a great thing to work
Yeah.
with people in your community, people that you know and trust, that was honestly my first time. That was honestly my first time producing a project with intimacy of that level.
Okay, yes it was.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
with intimacy of that level. That was my first time producing a project. It was also my first time producing a project that involved in the community, because we worked with over 3 or 4 businesses in the community down here, and that was really interesting as well. So just speaking about like working in the indie film arena, you've also worked on big budget film sets, because you've lived in LA for a period of time.
Yep.
You lived down here. Now you're currently back in LA.
I am.
So what would you say is the biggest notable difference, other than, like the standard stuff, like
budget. Money. The big difference as far as like indie versus major production. I've only worked on major productions as an actor. And I've worked on a lot of indie projects as producer, intimacy coordinator, right? Indie projects, you can wear all the hats, or you can wear multiple hats.
Yeah.
Big budgets, you have a role.
There's a department for everything.
There's a department for everything, right?
Yeah.
But when you're booked on a large budget projects, for example, not to toot my own horn, but I was on...
hold on. That's what you're here for.
Okay, well, toot, beep, beep.
Beep, beep, toot, toot.
I was on Apple TV's Bad Monkey. I was on HBO's... what's the Winning Time, the Magic Johnson story. I was on Tyler Perry's All the Queen's Men. I was on BET Legacy. Okay. So those are the all major production projects that I've been a part of. And the main difference is you are limited to your one role. Yes, they say you can go out and network amongst the crew. You can network between the cast, but you are the talent.
Yes.
And you don't see talent telling the director what to do.
You shouldn't even see that on an indie set, in my opinion.
But you do. Because it's indie, right?
Yeah.
So unless indie got some commas behind that paycheck, everyone feels like a creative.
Yeah.
Everyone has an idea. Everyone can speak up. But when you're on a Tyler Perry set, you have 10 lines and 2 takes. there is, as an actor, as a working actor, you realize there is no real flexibility to be creative on these sets.
Yeah.
You have what you can bring to the role. You have what you can bring to the character. If they like it, they keep it. If not, they tell you to do that shit like it's written on the paper.
Yeah.
And if you work with Tyler Perry, you got 2 takes and 2 takes max. Put me back in, TP. I want to be back. But let's go for Apple TV's Bad Monkey.
Sorry, I just want to pause on that with the 2 takes because I've heard this in multiple instances with those who work with someone as on that media mogul scale as Tyler Perry, and he produces content and he produces films, great calibers of work, in such short periods of time.
Yeah.
So that really falls into the line of preparedness. I feel like it's not only just knowing your role and knowing your part, but being prepared.
Oh, for sure. You have to be able to navigate in your own way to benefit yourself in that moment. You know what I mean? What if you do want to pitch something to someone? You cannot go directly to Tyler Perry. Maybe post your face on the billboard. It worked for that one girl,
It did. It did.
Do whatever you know that you can execute in your capacity.
Yeah.
And don't cross any boundaries. And this is Meggie, the intimacy coordinator, making sure you don't cross boundaries. Because there's boundaries set in all realm of filmmaking.
Yes.
All realm of creative arts and mediums.
Yes.
But the thing as artists, sometimes we don't know our boundaries. And sometimes I'm just an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. Okay, be sensitive at home.
Yeah.
Not when you're not when you're at work.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely agree. That was super insightful on those aspects of your career, which kind of leads us into our first segment.
Whole segment!
Which is Set Life Stories.
Okay. Okay.
And this is where we get to use this fun little Aztec bowl.
Oh, Aztec.
Just gotta crunch the papers for my ASMR viewers.
I'm nervous.
I dropped one. Let me put that all the way in the bottom. Okay, so I've got this bowl of prompts.
Okay.
You're going to pick one.
Okay.
And you're going to answer the questions on it.
Okay. Oh, Lord. Okay. What not to do on set? What is one thing you've seen someone do that instantly hurt their reputation? Keep the motherfucking phones in your pocket. Keep them phones in your pocket. Yes. We all want to show the world that we are on set. But you know what that makes you look like when you do that? Background. Immediately. You look like you're green as hell. You look like you ain't never been nowhere. You look like you're trying to appease your 1,200 followers. You're not the hot shit that you think you are. Sorry, not sorry.
Ooh.
But it is very tacky, even as a seasoned actor. Yes, there is a time and a place to pull your phone out and get the footage that you want. But not while the cameras are being set up, the lights, not while you're on set.
Not while you're in costume.
Not while you're in costume. And hell, even if you're in costume and you're in holding, do that then. Do it after you wrap.
Yeah, do it after it airs.
Do it after it airs.
Post it after it airs. Take your sly photos, be cool.
Be discreet.
Post it after it airs.
You feel
me? We want to see it.
Yeah.
I'm part of the 1,200 followers.
Hey.
And I want to see it.
Okay.
But I don't want to see you get that cease and desist.
Yeah, because now...
Cease and desist.
Yeah, because now, not only did you get that cease and desist, but you're not going to make the cut. Your elbow will not be in that shot. They will make sure to zoom in on the main talent and make sure your elbow is not in it because you breached the contract. Yeah. Guys, when you sign paperwork, some sets have a no social media, no phone clause. Some sets definitely are very liberal and you can do whatever the hell you want to do. Make sure you read the contract to know what set you're going into.
Yeah.
But if you end up on an ABC lot or a Fox lot or, Tubi movie. Sometimes the Tubi movies don't want the images shared before it's aired. And now you're literally breaching the contract and you're basically showing your 1,200 followers what you did that day, what we shot that day, and then you're ruining the element of surprise.
Yeah.
Now go ahead, take as many pictures as you want in your waiting room, take as many pictures you want in holding, be slick about it, but don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. You know, what's up, y'all? What up, chat? Look at the camera. You see I'm on set right now. Say what's up, Tyler. I've seen it. Okay, the second question is I feel like I answered that. How should that situation have been handled? Be discreet. Take it before. Take it after.
Take it in the trailer.
Take it in holding.
I'm going to use example Welcome to Derry because I absolutely love that show.
Love it.
The show premiered, and there is so much BTS being released. Like, those actors were recording themselves in their costumes, in their dressing room, in their everything. But I'm sure they got either, if they didn't get explicit permission beforehand, they definitely knew not to post until after it was released.
And I feel like every working actor knows to get their content and knows when their episode is being released.
Yeah.
Non-working actors, you're going to see it on the timeline the day they're on set.
Yeah.
So be a lead, not the background, you know? Act as if you are number one on the call sheet.
Even sometimes when it comes to, like, auditions.
Yeah.
Posting auditions.
Yeah.
Posting their auditions with sound.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my gosh, like it's
shocking. Yeah. I want to share this one story. We were on set. I was working background in LA for a Netflix movie that's already out. Mm-hmm. All the names were in it. Even everybody that you know that was in it, right? And we were told that one of the main actors, a very famous, well-known actor, they were like, do not look at this man in the eyes. And we were like, why not? And then you get to set, and he gets to his position, and then not only is security surrounding him, but he's like shades incognito, and the shades and the security leaves once we yell action, right? But then this is a big background scene. There's like hundreds of background actors all around this person. And every time the director will yell cut, the security come right back.
Yeah.
So there is no opportunity to seize your moment to try and get a picture with this person.
Yeah.
Because some people with that high standard, they've been in the industry for so long.
I'm sure they've had some scary things happen to them, you know?
Which is why they need security guards around them.
Yeah.
Even if they're on set for like a day. This man wasn't even on set for more like, okay, it was an all-day shoot, but like he had a small role in this project. He was like basically a feature.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, yes, oh my God, everybody wants to see him. Everybody wants to take a picture. Everybody's trying to do that little slides, you know, but you're not going to get the shot because you have two 6'7" security guards blocking your shot. So, yeah. The last question was, what's the proper professional alternative?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
We already covered that.
We've covered it.
Before, after, not in costume, in your dressing room, in holding.
Be discreet.
Be discreet.
Be professional.
Be
kind.
Be kind. Ask for a photo or ask them if they want to take a picture. And if they say no, respect their boundaries.
Yeah.
Entertainment industry is literally all about boundaries and how people cross them or how people navigate around them or how people respect them and how they move forward in their career. Mm-hmm. And those people that don't respect boundaries, you know, they end up, I don't know where they end up. But, you know, there's plenty of artists in jail right now because of ignoring boundaries, you know? We ain't got to name no names.
You know,
I could use a little baby oil on my shoulders right now, but you know, we ain't got to name no names. You feel me?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we've already done essentially the plug yourself section. Mm-hmm. I had you tell us a little bit more about yourself and plug yourself. So that was kind of like the intro session. I forgot to disclaimer it. It's called Plug Yourself.
Okay, I did that. Check.
So now we're going to go into another segment.
Okay.
Where we essentially, and it's an untitled segment.
Okay,
so I'm
cute.
still working on the name for this one. It's where we essentially talk about like a TV show, movie, anything in pop culture that you've recently watched or enjoyed.
Well, you said it already.
Welcome to Derry.
Of course. Did you watch the
Yes.
season finale? Okay.
Did you watch everything?
I have not. I've been on a cruise for the past 5 days, so I missed the season finale.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
But we can talk up until. Well, no, you don't. You want to talk about it all?
I mean, we don't have to talk about it all.
Okay.
Because we don't want to release spoilers for our audience as
Okay.
well. And this is going to release in January regardless. So if you haven't watched it by now,
You tripping?
you tripping. Big time.
Yeah, because that's a black
Because
show.
a smile is something special and a ribbon is something rare.
Okay.
So
I'ma
I'll be
be
special,
special.
and I'll be rare.
With a
Smile,
Anna
ribbon.
in my okay,
Okay.
and that's Bible. Okay.
Okay. Word to Halibut.
Okay.
Okay. Speaking of, welcome to Derry.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole universe of Stephen King.
Yeah.
I recently looked up the order in which you're supposed to watch
Yeah.
everything to kind of get it.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that it's all tied in with the Shawshank Redemption,
Yeah,
the
me
Green
neither.
Mile,
Yeah. The turtle.
the turtle.
Yeah.
Is there anything on Welcome to Derry that directly stands out to you as an actor, as a filmmaker?
Oh my God! All the black talent.
Oh my gosh, me too.
The girl.
I am whoever cast this, me next.
Put me on, please.
Because me next.
The kid actors, the child actors.
These kids in Welcome to Derry.
Ate it up.
I-
Yum yum.
And apparently, I learned that one of the scenes that took place I'm not going to give too many spoilers, one of the scenes that took place when that club,
Yeah.
the hideout, burned
Yeah.
down. Well, that's a spoiler, but
Whatever. Watch the show.
Right.
Okay? It's been out.
that's not that big of a spoiler, though. When the hideout burned down,
Yeah.
two of the child actors, one of their pivotal scenes in that was entirely improv.
What two? Not the refrigerator.
Yes.
For real?
Yes.
Goddamn Richie. I love him even more now. That is insane.
Wait till you see the finale. I'm getting chills.
I already know. The internet already spoiled parts of it, but I just can't wait to watch it.
It's so good.
It is. People on the
Yes.
internet are saying Welcome to Derry is a black ass show, and I agree.
Yep.
Unfortunately, with Stranger Things, I feel like it just lost its thunder because they waited 5 years to put out a show.
I don't mind that they waited so long. What I do think happened is that we as the audience grew past it.
Yeah.
So it's while it's still an incredible story.
Yeah, for sure.
It's still an incredible series. I love all the actors. I love, I love the story.
Yeah.
I love Stranger Things. It's still up there as one of my favorite sci-fi shows. However, I can see why people have lost interest in it just because, things trend. Entertainment industry is almost like a trending industry.
Yeah.
Waves come and pass.
Yeah. What I will say about Stranger Things, go to New York and watch it on Broadway. Go to New York and watch Stranger Things on Broadway.
Oh.
Yes. Now, I can say I saw the show. It's like a magic show. It's theater. It's an opera. There's music. There's crying. Shit's coming out at you from the ceiling. It's like Cirque du Soleil and Broadway mixed together.
Oh my goodness.
With special effects. It was one of the most stimulating shows I've ever seen on Broadway. And I've seen maybe 4 or 5 shows on Broadway to date. The most stimulating show on Broadway. Once you watch Stranger Things on Broadway and then you watch the final season, things just make sense. And it's like,
Okay.
Now, even though Stranger Things, the last season, it more so watched me than I watched it. But the parts that I do recall, I'm like, I remember this part because this happened back in 1947 that they performed on stage, would make sense why he's doing this now in Stranger Things, the Netflix series.
Yes. I recently watched Harry Potter and the Cursed Child on Broadway. And that's kind of after everything in the Harry Potter series.
Yeah.
So I love when there's that added and missing context for live shows.
Yeah. The Stranger Things was everything before number 1.
Okay.
Everything before 1 became
Oh
number
my
1.
gosh. Well,
Or Vedka. Or
I gotta
whatever
catch
his
Stranger
name
Things
is.
on Broadway. I gotta make another trip to New York.
No, we could go together. You got a birthday coming up, right?
I do. Alrighty.
Oh, another game.
Now we have, a game spin wheel
Okay.
up on the TV. I kind of have to run the whole show from my laptop right now.
No, that's fine.
So,
we're in the beta stage,
so, if y'all see me pull it back and forth, or
That's
if it just
okay.
stays here for the rest of the time,
Shout
it is
out
what
to
it
Apple.
is.
Give her an endorsement.
Give me the endorsement.
Yes,
Or I'm
yes.
covering the logo.
Yes, we are. In post.
Okay, so I'm going to hit the spin wheel.
Okay.
And we have 3 games here now. We have wrong answers only,
Oh, okay.
where we get to use these little paddles.
Okay, cute.
And essentially, you're given a prompt.
Okay.
And we give the worst answer for it.
Okay, cute.
So it'll be something like, what does PA mean?
Okay.
And then you have
Cute.
to give a wrong answer.
Funny. I love it.
And then we have Incoherent,
Okay.
which is this game right here.
I know it well.
One of my favorites, and not sponsored. One of my favorite games is Incoherent. I love playing it. I think it's like a fun party game. I think it like brings everybody together.
Yeah.
I picked out from the pop culture section things that are relevant to film, TV, entertainment, and social media.
Okay, cute.
So that'll be the little cards that we read from there if you select it.
Okay.
And then we have Focus, which you are familiar with.
Okay.
Sort of.
Okay.
Focus is that game where I bring up the image of the
Oh,
artist.
cute. Yeah, I do know that one.
Unblurs.
Okay.
So Meggie was here for a lot of my planning stages, so
Yes,
of course I had to run some of the games by her.
Yes,
but it does look different
Okay, cute.
than the one that you know it as.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
And then I say stop?
It's going to stop
Oh,
on
it's
its
gonna
own.
stop on its own. Incoherent.
I'm so glad because we haven't played that on this
Oh,
podcast
really?
yet.
Okay, cute. Let's play.
Okay.
I had such a long 5 days. You guys wouldn't even understand.
I mean, yeah, tell us a little bit about, make us understand where you just came from, girl.
Well, I just had a birthday. I just turned 25. I lied. I ain't turned 25, but I did have a birthday on Sunday, December 14th.
I wasn't gonna clock it.
Shout out to all my Sagittarius. I went on Virgin Voyages, which is an adults only cruise, 5-day cruise. We went to Bimini and Cozumel. I had such a time. I want to tell you about the excursions that I went on because what the fuck? And I mean that like in the best way, right? So the excursion that we booked was ATV and speedboat, right? So everybody knows ATV, you go through the jungle, whatever. That's cute. Speedboat, like we have in South Florida on Bayside, you hop on a boat and then you're going fast, right? You've seen, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like it's a long speedboat, that says speedboat, and then, people just sit on it and then they drive, right?
Yes.
In Mexico, they don't do it like that.
What do they do it like?
In Mexico, you get your own boat.
Let me drive a boat.
You literally drive a boat. They sit you down and give you a 5-minute instructional video, and they have the engine of the boat, and they you stop it like this, and you go faster like this, and then you click the lever to stop. This is speed. This is stop. Always stay in the line. It's like 16 different mini boats, all following one Mexican through the water, and you have to stay in a line. And you have to steer the boat and drive simultaneously. Go down as fast, up as slow. And by golly, those waters were choppy.
Oh, man.
So I've never driven a boat before. Neither has the person that I was with has ever driven a boat before. I've been on plenty of boats. Boats and hoes, baby, boats and hoes. But and then, they make you bring your driver's license and they sign a waiver, and you definitely are liable to anything that you may break or damage on that boat, on that little tiny boat. And it was exhilarating. It was fun. It was comparable to a jet ski. No seatbelts. No nothing. Life jackets only, baby. There was rope. There was two ropes that you just held on to as a passenger. I was the passenger. And you just held on to them for dear life.
Well.
Yeah.
In the same breath of being seasick.
Okay, cute.
We're gonna play
Incoherent.
Incoherent.
Okay, let's do it. I'm good at games.
So, I have a card. We're gonna draw them each, I guess. I have a card up. I can see the back and what it says.
Okay.
The audience can see what it says. And your goal is to guess what it's actually trying to say.
Okay. Phase, Pook, Marge, hit, pull, haze. Phase, poke, Marge, hit, pull, haze. Phase, physical, marginal phase? No.
I'll give you a hint.
Hit.
Looking for cheap stuff.
Looking for cheap stuff. Phase, poke, Marge, hit, pull, haze.
Say fast.
Phase, poke, margin. Okay. Phase, poke, Marge, hit, pull, haze. What? I don't know what that means.
Okay, I'll give you another hint. Craigslist for millennials.
Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace. I like that hint. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Okay, you can draw a card
Okay.
now too. Oh my gosh.
All right.
Hold it to the camera.
To the camera.
Cool. Alrighty. What ret receipts? Ret receipts. Ret receipts. Ret receipts. Ret receipts. Ret receipts. Red receipts. Red receipts. Red receipts. Red receipts. Red receipts.
Yeah.
Red
She's good at this game, guys.
I was gonna say.
You didn't even need a hint.
I was gonna say wet
seal?
wet seat something. Wet something.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh, I just keep seeing a whole bunch of words on here.
I know, that's not fair. And then you always got two.
I got like 2 words coming up next.
Show the people.
Showing the people. Okay, let's show with this camera. Showing the people. Alrighty.
All right. York hard as spend Eekland. York hard as spend Eekland. Your hard-earned spending. No. York hard as spending. Okay. York hard as spend Eekland.
An unfortunate situation on first dates is the hint.
Your hard-earned spending money? No. An unfortunate event on a first date? You're stood up? No.
Read it.
York hard as spend Eekland. York hard as spend Eekland.
You got it?
Your
Our
hard as
engineer
spend
got it.
Eekland. What? I don't know.
You're mispronouncing one of the words.
Which word am I mispronouncing?
The last one.
Linened, lined. Your card as spend lined. Your card has been declined.
Yes! They had another hint that said no funds, but you would have got that immediately.
Oh, yeah. You know, English is my second language.
It is. Okay, you can spread
Let
through.
me get you a
Spread
nice,
through it, yeah.
a nice wordy.
So they don't think I'm rigging the games.
Sure. See, ain't no more. Okay, here we go. Oh, can't use that one anymore. All right. Okay. Oh,
And then show it
one.
here. Yeah.
Okay.
Understood assignment. That's easy. Understood the assignment.
She be cheating, y'all.
That said understood. That thing said understood. Understood. How's that gonna be?
I got the most wordy one. I should have read the hint or. Anyways,
This one I really don't know. This one would have been good. What is this? Okay. What's this?
Who phone this is?
No. Okay.
Pooh deal itches. Pooh deal itch is.
Say it faster.
Pooh deal itches. Pooh deal itches. Pooh deal itch is.
Say it really fast.
Pooh deal itches. Pooh deal itches. Pool. What am I hitting?
Maybe not do. Okay.
Pooh.
Maybe not so hard emphasis
Deal.
on a P.
Ooh deal itches.
Soft P.
Podiliches?
Okay, I'm gonna give a hint because I don't like the hints on this card. Beyonce.
Who the fuck do you think I is? No.
You almost got it. No, it's one of them.
It's one of her songs? Podiliches? Podiliches. What? I don't know. Podiliches?
I almost flipped it for you.
Oh, I think. Look at my eyesight, man.
Okay, tasty bum is the hint.
Tasty bum.
That's why I didn't want to read the hint.
Podiliches?
Cause my body too.
Bootylicious. Podiliches.
Cause my body too poodalicious, boy, babe.
Poodalicious. Okay.
Tuck me in yours diary. That looks like some patois. Tuck me in yours dory. Tuck me in your story. Tuck me in your story. Tuck me in your story. Tuck me. Tuck me in.
Tuck me no.
Tuck me now.
You need a hint?
Yes.
Okay. Need to repost.
Oh, tag me in your story.
Yes. I didn't show the audience.
It was the tag. I was like tag.
Tuck me in there.
Tuck me in. Tuck me in.
Tuck me in. No?
Okay. Do you want to run another game?
Yes. Okay. I love games.
We'll run another game. So I'm going to take out Incoherent. Oh, well, I clicked it, so looks like we're spinning.
All right. Wrong answers only.
I
wanted to play this game.
Wrong answers only. Okay. I love this. I have a list. Oh, yeah. Remove. And we're just going to leave this up for now.
Okay, cute.
I have a list of prompts that were sent in or found by me.
Okay.
And we're going to write our answers on this card.
Cute.
And then give our answers.
Okay.
Okay. So, what is an apple box used for?
LOL. I'm so funny. You ready?
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Apple bottom jeans!
Boots with the fur.
That is so funny.
We're sisters.
We are sisters in real life. To put the boots with the fur in, and she put apple bottom jeans. That is hilarious. What's next?
You know what they say about great minds, you know? Okay. So the next one that I have here, it says, what does a DP do? Oh, gosh.
This is girls, right?
You can do whatever you want, girl. What does a DP do? Oh, my gosh. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say.
Giggity.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I don't even know what to write. Okay, mine is gonna be stupid.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Dirty
double penetrate the night. I mean, speaking of like weird terms on set, what's the weirdest one that you've ever heard?
I didn't know what grafty was for a long time.
What's
Not graph.
Crafty?
No, not. I'm mixing two. What are the
Gaffers?
Gaffers. I didn't know what a gaffer was for a very long time.
Okay.
It wasn't until I did my own production that I was like, oh, we kind of do need that.
Yeah.
To make people look good.
What is the best way to impress a casting director?
Remember, this is wrong answers only, people. Okay?
Wrong answers only. Please don't do this. Please don't do this.
Please.
For 3, 2, 1.
Show up at their crib and then show them your tits. And then show them their tits.
Nobody should ever ask you to show full things in auditions.
Never.
But you may get the bra audition here and there.
Yeah. Lingerie, robe, yeah, but never. Unless this is the industry that you're trying to get into. Right?
There's a different industry where you can do that.
We're not in that industry.
So I can't tell you for sure.
No.
Okay. So the next one that I know is what, I think this is going to be our last one for this segment. What should you do if you forget your lines mid-scene? Ew.
Wrong answers only, folks.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. What did you say? Show me your tits.
Show 'em your tits. When all else fails, show 'em your tits. That's a good method too.
Scream, cry, and throw up.
If you do all three at once, perfect combo.
Maybe they'll even keep it in the film.
They might. You never know. Hey, welcome to Derry. They improv the best goddamn scene.
Oh my gosh, it's such a beautiful
in the
scene.
goddamn series.
Okay. Well,
that was so fun.
That was a whirlwind.
That was.
We're going to move into our hot take segment.
Okay.
I have not received that many stories or segments, so this is kind of just things that I see or have heard from my fellow peers or contemporaries in the industry, and I want to know, the opinions of other fellow industry members on it.
Okay, cute.
So we've already spoken a little bit about AI in the industry. We've spoken a little bit about vertical series in the industry. So what I want to touch a little bit on is cold emailing. Because that is something that is part of the job, I feel like. Is there a right and a wrong way to go about it? And how personally do you feel about cold emailing?
Well, as someone who has, for the most part, I've never cold emailed anybody, any director, writer, anything. I am actually for it because now, like you mentioned earlier, I just recently moved back to LA, and the LA that I moved back to is not the same LA that I left. Just to be candid, I signed with a manager through Actors Access, Talent Link. Anybody who has an Actors Access account can pay $32, and then their information will be sent out to different managers and agencies. They will contact you, and they'll be like, let us sign you. And I signed with them. I was with them for 3 months, and I booked a job in South Florida. They wanted a cut. My agent in South Florida said no. My LA manager dropped me. So with that being said, I feel like with this new wave of Instagram, TikTok, whatever, you become famous yourself, right? And as a TikTok star, 9 times out of 10, you stay on TikTok, right? As an Instagram star, 9 times out of 10, you stay on Instagram.
There are some that we've seen breakthrough in the industry.
Yeah, there are some, but not a lot, right? But as far as code reading, I am going to take that approach in January because if I have access to whoever's casting the next project in LA, if I can go be a part of the production, I will try everything to be a part of the production.
Yeah.
And yes, there is a right way to go about it, but I've been taking the right way for so many years, and I've only been on X amount of shows.
Yeah.
So I have to try something different because the LA that I'm going back to isn't the LA that I was in 5 years ago, where I was booking every other day on different projects, whatever. Now this is a new vertical cesspool. You only get booked on a CBS project if you know a casting director, or if your agent is good with this, or if your manager knows this, which is a crock of shit that managers and agents do the same thing. Because what I understood that to be is you have an agency that sends you out for auditions and stuff, and then your manager manages your career.
That's what I always thought too. The manager is supposed to like be in charge of getting you in the rooms. That's what at least I thought. The manager was supposed to be in charge of getting you into the rooms that you need to be in.
Advocate for you,
get you the connections that you need to be in. But when it comes to sets, bookings, and everything like that, that's done through your agent.
Right. And in my experience in the last 3 years where my manager got me several auditions, it was new to me because I've never had a manager to do what agents do.
Yeah.
So it's very confusing to be an actor these days and to be a part of anyone's roster, because quite frankly everybody's doing the same thing.
And also, if you go on it, for anybody who's interested, I recently found this out in the past year, you could go on your film commission's website. If your city, state, county has a film commission website, oftentimes they will show what projects are filming in your city. What professional industry projects are filming in your city. So you can go to the Atlanta, film county, see what's filming there or set to film there in the next couple of years, and look those productions up, I recently learned about that, and I was like, I personally have not sent out any cold emails as of yet.
Yeah.
I've had a little bit of cold feet doing it.
2026.
But I've heard it works wonders for some of my contemporaries. So I feel like it's a double-edged sword. There's a right and a wrong way to do it. I'm definitely going to have one of my contemporaries come on who I know for a fact has done it and has seen both ends of it.
Yeah.
And see if she could talk a little bit more about that.
I say this all the time, but we have to be the change that we want to see in the future. Mm-hmm. And as cheesy as it sounds, we're doing it.
And we gonna do it.
You're doing it now.
Right.
We've worked together on tons of projects, not only Carnations, but I'm about to plug you up a little bit more and plug myself up.
Wait, we got a section for that.
Okay, never mind. We gonna hold for that.
We got a section for that.
Okay.
But, actually, that is a good segue into our section because it is the next segment. It's called Film Finds.
Okay.
And where we talk about the community of artists down here.
Yeah.
We talked a little about you, what you do in this industry, what you have going on.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about what your friends have going on. What have you been a part of? What are you excited to see?
Okay.
What are some people that you think our audience should be keeping a lookout for?
Well, obviously, Alexis Sierra. That's who you should be looking for. A talented, multi-hyphenated actress, producer, writer,
Thank you so
podcaster, sister-in-law, sister-in-love. Be definitely on the lookout on the things that she's producing and developing. Come to the podcast, speak your mind. This is a very positive space just to talk as a creative and just get all the creative stuff out your mind that you want to have conversations about, but engineers is whatever. This is a good space to do it.
Yeah.
Holda Nicholas.
Yes.
She's my dog.
Yes.
Holda, Alexis, and I, we developed a Christmas play, Breaking Traditions. What was that? 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago, and people are still asking about it.
Yeah.
They are still, and I want to do it again. Obviously, it's not going to happen in the next 5 days, but those moments really brought me so much joy, despite chaos, mayhem, and everything that goes on with the play, with your community. It was essentially community theater. Mm-hmm. But that just brought me so much joy and so much life just doing it, and I miss it every day. We had Sweaters in Cinema last year.
Yes.
And that's basically where we brought the film industry in South Florida out to have a night of ugly sweaters and watch their independent projects.
Yeah, and we gave away little prizes.
Yeah.
We had screenings from directors and producers in this area.
Yes. Who else is someone to be on the lookout? Christian, how do you say his last name?
Osohao.
Christian Osohao, he is just phenomenal in everything that he does. He may be low-key on the internet, but he is a talented videographer, cinematographer,
At
editor.
Away Films, I believe.
At Away Films. I will vouch for this man every time.
Yeah.
Mike Sawyers, even though he don't be calling me back. Mike is dope too. Yeah. Shout out to him. Minnie Myra, I just love what she's doing with what's his name?
Amari Usher.
Amari Usher. I just love seeing their content online. They're doing positive things. They're writing real stories for the Black audience.
Yeah.
Who else can I think of off the top of my head? Me. Yeah. Look out for my stuff. I have a show on YouTube. It's called Spa, home of Maggie's Magical Massage, where we explore the exaggerated truth about massage therapy. Alexis was one of my producers and one of my stars of the show. She was very hands-on throughout the entire project. She was on episode 3. It's been in multiple film festivals, being recognized. Shout out to, what's Fort Lauderdale? Film Florida?
Arts Accelerator.
Arts Accelerator. And
Dana.
Shout out to Dana at Arts Accelerator because she really works for the people.
Oh my gosh, she does
really
much
works
for the Fort Lauderdale and, Broward community down here.
Tanisha Seidel, she was my former drama teacher at Norland Middle.
Yes.
She is currently developing projects in South Florida too. So if you see anything that she might be producing, please hit her up. If you're talented, she will work with you. Who else is down here? That's all I can think of right now.
Okay, well, that's actually really beautiful. And I just want you to leave the audience with one thing for our final segment. It's called the Rap Party.
Oh my God, one thing. I'm such a yapper.
So all you have to do is either look into this camera. Actually, I think we'll do it with this camera. We'll look into this camera and you'll leave the audience with something that you want to leave them with. It could be something that you want to get off your chest.
Okay.
It could be words of wisdom.
Okay.
It could be, a little gag.
A little gag. I love to gag people, but I can't think of the gags right now. The only thing I can leave with or wrap up with is definitely be the change that you want to see in the future. We are in the digital world. You can literally prop your phone up and become the person that you want to be, or at least fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
And that's the gag.
That's the gag. Well, you guys heard it here first. We're here with Meggie. Thank you so much for joining us again on the Motion Capture Podcast. I am so happy to have had you here with us.
Yes.
And I look forward to seeing you all in the next one with whoever we've got next. Thanks again. You can follow us everywhere at Motion Capture Pod. Meggie, where can we find you?
Oh, you can find me on the internet. I am at Meggums, Meggumz. That's on Instagram and I guess TikTok. I'm not really on TikTok, but that's on Instagram and Threads. You can watch my show Spa. That's at MMMSPA on YouTube or Instagram. But yeah, check my show out. I need the views.
So right now, go ahead and click on over to Spa since you're already on YouTube, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah.